Vendor is pretty rare, and there's like 39 apparel items. The backspace space to transition, too busy spamming catalysts. I mean, that sounds like a reason to not be playing the lead stuff, more than a reason to
what can I get you?
Not be transitioning. Oh no. We're playing the lead stuff.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Monitors wasn't yesterday's patch notes. Yeah. We talked about it yesterday, though. How do I rate the strength of all 4 I've played 0 games! My initial impression is that Vanessa's probably the best. That said, I have played 0 games! I haven't messed around with the expansions at all, either. Playing the lead stuff means you have no money whatsoever on Mac? No, you just play them like you play Dually. You just don't visit every single shop you see. You value the 4 gold events. You get money that way. Like, you don't need econ items to have money.
I would never debase my wares by haggle.
Do
You wanna buy that? I mean,
buy all the
excellent
reagents.
choice.
And then this is the board.
You are a child to me, and I will punish you.
I know
My fight
everything
isn't
about the
with
patch
you,
before I play
but if
one
you
game.
insist.
Just like any opinions that anyone is going to have about power levels before like 3 or 4 days of playing with the patch are not going to be accurate. Ow.
Your talent,
Clutch.
you should put it toward nobler use.
Like carpet now on Mac. Would it make it worse as boards get stronger as the patch goes on? Yeah. That's fair. No food friend or toy, unfortunately. Try to find another
Use that
reagent
for the
printer.
good of all. Your aura guided me to what you needed.
No reagent printer.
Another step forward on my path.
It takes real confidence
Take
to
that
let
for
it
some
keep training.
tempo.
I'm impressed.
We're gonna go Mountain Pass. If we... I can start with just transforming the Hemlock. Ooh. It's pretty cool.
Everybody watch! I'm about to blitz this noob!
I forgot that I'm not ever supposed to play Poison, ever. My bad. There was that patch note.
try
At least we got the gold.
not sucking?
I have no idea if we beat Warrior. I feel like we don't, but heal takes off poison. So it used to be every time you healed, you removed 1 poison. Now you remove 10% of poisons every time you heal.
Not all my subjects survive my experiments.
It's wild. It is pretty silly. Strength pot. It's a bit better. Hey, cookie bots. And a poison, 10% of amount healed, whichever is lower. Yeah, maybe. That's a way to do it. So what? I have 3 things that need transforming. Not playing the Calcinator yet. Well, time to lose to a dually.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
Dually also hasn't leveled. It's kind of a lot of burn, though. We did it! Thank you, Hardshell. I mean, Monitor Lizard's at least a friend, right? Like, there's some extra bonus that comes from Lizard, even if it's not on the card itself. More things synergize with friends. I don't really want to Dunes Aladel.
Ah, a friend. I mean, a customer.
How old am I? I am 30. About to be 31.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Happy birthday.
After
Like
all
2
these
weeks from now.
centuries, there is still more to learn.
We'll find more catalysts. Look kind of tempting. I really want to believe in our ability to beat the Hooligan. I do have Hard Shell. It's just such a disaster if we lose.
1 pot sulfur, 2 pots.
Welcome to the uncle age.
Bismuth?
I've been an uncle for 6 years, I think? 7 years?
Yeah. I flunked again.
Beating the middle guy? We probably are beating the middle guy with the Calcinator. Okay, we get the XP, thankfully. This can be my catalyst printer.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right
Please?
for
Catalyst
you.
printer? Please? Nope.
Would you perhaps accept some lead?
Just a book.
Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
Hmm. I could take the refractor. The cooldown on this just lines up so poorly. Ugh. Like, this would legitimately be a better early game item if it was an 8-second cooldown. The average age for my viewers, it's pretty high. It's like 25 to 30, I think, is the age bracket with the most. I have surprisingly few viewers that are under 20.
The coral speaks. Tells
Let me
me
see. If I go to...
hurt you.
Is it analytics? Where is it? I can get to the page from here.
The lads will never
So-
let me forget this.
I have under 4% of my viewers are under the age of 24. 52% are between 25 and 34. 27% are between 35 and 44. I suspect... My assumption was that Twitch is just really bad at collecting age demographic data, but maybe that's not true. Maybe I do just have a very old audience.
Each new discovery.
Around that
the fairy life is
27%.
revealed.
Interesting. Upgrade a bronze item. I didn't buy a playable. Can upgrade the Aladel? Or Tempo? Upgrade the Mothmeal? Let's upgrade the Mothmeal.
I don't boast for myself. I boast for
Is
the
everybody
fire
watching
softens
from?
before it
20% from the US, 9% Germany, 5% Italy, 5% Canada. I'm surprised it's even 20% from the US, given
The lesson.
the time
You
that I'm
should
streaming
know,
in.
I'm a bit of a legend.
This
on
isn't a
the
terrible
ladder.
time slot for, like, California, but... I used to have more Australian viewers. I don't know what happened to that. Must have upset the kangaroos somewhere.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
aren't any kangaroos in the game. True. Get chocolate again. Like, one more chocolate. Yeah, I've been told that I have a very good time slot for Australia. It's like the only English-speaking part of the world where I have a good time slot for. Was my understanding. One more chocolate. New Zealand represent. Same time zone, right? You don't have a... Or is it like an hour off?
You bring your city ways to the dead grass. I'll
It's
show
2
you
hours
where to
ahead.
stick 'em.
Okay, okay. Music out for the game today. Nice, nice. This would be so cool if I played with in-game music. It has 4 time zones.
Dead grassers remember.
Do they?
You gonna meet my cousins.
Did I buy the 15 tiers? Nope. Just working my way slowly through the battle pass. It spreads out the new content better.
Closer and closer.
Like, if you just buy the pass immediately, you only get 1 patch day. But if you have to wait a week to unlock the expansion, it's like another patch day.
I teach, you learn. We're a good team. When you're ready, I'll send you to Orlin. But I'll keep you as long as I can.
Could relax for the player fight. Nothing that I'm really looking for here. Subscription has max expansion already? No. Maybe when I finish the weeklies, but I don't know if I even finished the weeklies yet.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you
No.
find who does.
I don't need more. Ugh. Come on, give me a catalyst printer. That's a catalyst printer. Okay, let's upgrade the Aladel too while we're
If
here.
it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
So I don't need to worry about getting griefed by piggles anymore. 1, 2, 3. Didn't spend gems for the. I mean, I just explained why I didn't.
I have faced 82 foes exactly like you. People are a pattern.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
That's a crook.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything.
I'm trying to fix piggles. I mean, it's only been in the patch notes 1 time, as far as I know. And that is this time. I assume that they have it fixed now, but I don't know for sure. Really tempted to take a random skill, now that these aren't guaranteed to be bronze. Let's see what we get. Oh, still bronze. Okay. At least it's useful for now. Heal and regen items. This could get me satchel.
Hey, good to see ya.
What?
Feel better.
You could just play the third emerald. Kind of a nice amount of regen, though.
Might leave a scar, but nothing a tattoo won't cover.
Okay, no
I'm
satchel.
gonna rub this stuff on you. Don't make it weird.
I'm pretty sure we've got the damage.
I'm not evil. This is just how I look.
Oh yeah, there were end of season chests, I think, that were given out.
The infernal realm is horrible. Don't make me go back there.
The Bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover them all.
Silver tier potion. Hotfix, some people got 12 free chests. Oh. Oh, like another, oh. Huh. If we go to Andy, I could find the haste enabler.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
I guess I can sell this. Got enough heavy items. Said on Discord they're giving out free stuff for having us deal with hogwash. That's nice of them, I guess. Strength potion. Strength potion.
Bet you've never brewed this before.
Well, that's double damage. Need to get rid of one more thing. I don't want to play that at silver. I want to keep around the reagents, I think.
If you knew my true purpose, you would stand aside.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
This is very silly.
You fall like a boulder.
I flow like the wind.
Got another heavy fire pot.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Doesn't line up with the strength potion. I guess also if I cut the Aladel, the Black Rose is worse. Just heal cleanse poison. 10%. 10% of burn, 10% of poison every time heal happens. Three loot items. I was sure if they were gonna go straight to inventory. Not bad, not bad. Listen to other genres of music. I mean, I only really listen to video game music on stream, but just the safer stuff to play. Hey, Slicing Bullet. Thanks for the tier 1. Thanks for the 2 months. As far as... Is the new Billy Woods album out yet? The single from that was really good.
Man or beast? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Releases tomorrow. The single, yeah. Anything with Kenny Siegel on it
I
is.
see everything.
Kenny Siegel's been my favorite producer for like 10 years at this point. I'm not sure if that's the only track on the album that he produced, but the single was great.
Well, good luck then. Feel the difference? That's some masking craft.
Is there another patch? Yep, there was the hotfix. Oh, hey, Bren Sapan. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the prime. Speaking of primes, quick reminder, everybody. Check if you've got your prime available. Don't let it go to waste. Don't give Bezos the free money.
I'm a people person. And
Problem with
sometimes
More Mother
I
from
sense
2020 is an all-time for you. I couldn't get into that one, but I listened to it a few times. It wasn't bad, but it didn't stick with me the same way that like Hiding Places or Maps did. Hey, Yellow Smoke. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the prime. What's Prime? If you have Amazon Prime, because you want to get free shipping when you buy stuff from Amazon or watch Prime shows, you also get Twitch Prime if you link your account, which gives you 1 free subscription every month. Can you see a little Milo show? Dude's the goat. Yeah, I Any of his work with Milo Raparera and all of his work with Billy Woods has been incredible.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Why did they nerf Proboscis again? Because it was the best shot glasses payoff. Not the most unreasonable nerf, all things considered.
Like
else?
my crew says at the bar. Another round.
Oh, the new clipping album was alright. I couldn't get into the new Black Country New Road album. That was a little bit too... not the genre that I was interested in. I'm getting another transform while we're here.
Oh, hello, Mac. Come to learn from a real alchemist?
Probably still viable, yeah. I don't know if I'd say the super nerf hammer. Like Country New Road's basically a new band every album. I mean, I don't know, the first and second albums were in the same vein. Replacing the lead singer was a big departure, though, for sure.
Not too proud to buy from a youngster? Maybe there's hope for you.
Like, his voice was just so much of what made the band appealing.
Enter purchase leave. Enter purchase leave!
Interesting.
I found some accelerating speed for you.
So I get to just throw heavy on whatever now.
Look at this. You're so fast now.
No library. They slightly buff Beehive? No, they nerfed Beehive significantly. It doesn't print bees anymore. You only get the bees when you buy it. I'm a little bit scared of you. It's probably fine.
Milk won't save you from this heat! Woo! That burns!
If you're playing other builds and want to steal smalls, though. Oh, yeah, when you buy Beehive, you get two things now. So it's better for, like, dog.
My power burns hotter, melting away impurities.
Don't think these are what I need. Explosive potions is pretty nice. It'd be a lot better if this potion wasn't fiery, though.
Every coin goes back to our community. We Sphinxians thank you.
Make deals, not war. I'm so glad we could share this experience today. I can feel our energies resonating.
Hmm.
Animals have skills they've been honing for eons.
I mean, we do some critting.
All beasties are beautiful, even the slimy ones.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Like, nourished by time at all? I don't think I've ever listened to that. Yeah, I'm just not familiar.
Bring her about! I've got
Okay,
another
beat
salvo
Proboscis.
with me.
I haven't really been listening to that much music lately. I have my... Yeah. I used to use this more. This could be library.
Little sentient slub shops. So I opened one.
A little too pricey. Also, just not even very good.
Business. Well, I will.
With enough power, I will defeat death itself.
You get to swap out the fiery potions. They don't grief the charges. That's cool, I guess. If only I had as much luck with Alembic transforming things into energy potion as I did with my catalysts. I need to be careful about not griefing the strength pot. I think 0.3 is still okay. Could never skip a club with a diamond incense. I mean, we don't have hardly working. We don't have the haste thing. We have the things that are building for Calcinator. Like, we've got the explosive potions. Seems easier to just build towards this than try to do a full pivot into an item that got nerfed. Was the femur nerf? Its cooldown at silver and gold went up by 2 and 4 seconds. It's the same item at diamond, but yeah, exactly. Incense is the only femur item we
I
have.
have no time for you. Another step forward on my path.
Have
can do
you
better.
ever considered becoming from mundane to magnificent?
That's so bad. We did not do better. Cringe.
People first, profit 10th. Now, if
Too
that
late
doesn't
for the
work out you,
satchel.
come back for a refund.
How bad is Vitality Potion? Probably pretty bad. Activates at 9 seconds by default. We do have Hard Shell. I mean, it has to be better than Black Rose, right? This thing's pretty terrible.
Do you have to leave already?
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly concentrated.
Crit enchant be plus 100% crit.
Buyer's remorse never.
I don't know. I guess I would at least put it on par with Obsidian. I think the better answer is the other damage enchants should not be as strong as they are, but...
Tell everyone you got it here.
Not sure if it gets heavy or if it gets the healing. I guess we'll find out.
In 100 years when you are dust, I will remain.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Deadly Depth Charge. Sea Shadow got stealth buffed. With the way cooldowns get recalculated.
Defeat does not defeat me.
What changed? So the way that it worked before is if the time to next activation was not greater than the new cooldown on the item, the time to next activation remains unchanged. So let's say that you have this 10-second depth charge. 2 seconds into the fight, your Sea Shadow activates. So instead of being 7.4 seconds away from the next activation still, it's now going to readjust, and the Sea Shadow is going to take 10% off of the current activation as well. Well, before it wouldn't do anything to speed up your first activation. It does become restorative. Work in reverse too? I would assume so, but I don't know. How hard did Pig got bonked? I mean, all of the things that were buffed before have ended up as a net nerf, so pretty hard, pretty hard.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back.
Don't have room for the sifting pan. Interesting.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
Need a fast item for this. They're playing after this run. The Nessa should be next in the rotation, right?
come with no weapons, leave with big
There's a library
bargains.
found. Huge, huge.
I must do without. For now.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad.
I haven't
you
played
bought
Tortuga yet.
this.
Oh wait, this grief's the strength pot. If I do it this way. It's so OP. Is it? It looked okay yesterday. The gold one's probably better, right? 3 for 2 is better, given the... It still griefs. It still griefs the strength. Wait, no, it doesn't grief the strength pot anymore. It's way better. It's way better.
Your aura guided me to what you needed.
Maybe the new Femur punishes bad boards, but not good versus top tiers. I mean, it's pretty different than Femur, because you can't just throw Runic Pot on your Vanessa board. Are you playing it with Crow's Nest to get lifesteal? It still doesn't have any built-in scaling like Femur does, too. It seems very different from Femur. I feel like all of the things that people complained about with Femur do not apply to Tortuga.
After all these centuries, there is still more to learn.
Reminds you a bit of Dualtron. I mean, Dualtron has the built-in defense. It also does way more damage. Oh, in that sense, sure, sure.
I can teach you many secrets.
I always use Railgun as my comparison for that sort of thing, but yeah.
Why search the universe for its secrets? In the Bazaar, the universe comes to you.
Just close your eyes and grab something.
I don't even really want to roll this. I'll take
Trash
Salamander
is
Puff.
tragedy.
Why not?
Reuse everything.
It's better than Railgun is currently doing the thing. The difference is it's a gold item. There's a pretty big difference between a silver item and a gold item here. Like, you can get silvers on day 2. You're not getting the gold item until day 5. What, like DJ Robot? Yeah, yeah. I feel like the pivots out of it are worse than the pivots out of DJ Robot, though, when it starts falling off. Tortuga is not gold. Wait, exactly. Exactly. Dualtron is gold. Which is why I wouldn't use that as the comparison. Like, there's a lot of gold items that are crazy when you get them on time. Or, well, get them early. Or, like, Railgun was unique, because sometimes you just got a Railgun on day 2, and it was literally one-shotting the opponent. Instead of Strength Pot, I could just play Haste Pot. We do have 70% crit right now.
I seek the ultimate secret. Will you get me any closer?
My fight isn't with you. but if you insist.
Apothecary is an underestimated item. Doesn't take much for it to go infinite. I have not thought too much about Apothecary, admittedly. It going infinite is just giving you regen, right? That's a shiny drill with an instant start. That's fucked up.
Bravery without strength is a sword without a blade.
You got me. You got me. I'll have the diamond incense. Nah, I sold it. I did the gold.
I can get from Negredo to Rubedo in 60 seconds. Beat that, old man. Unlike your bitter brews, mine are made with love.
Diamond drill unnerfed CD. I think diamond drill is still +2, isn't it?
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
It's a big deal for the really strong drill boards. It probably doesn't matter too much until you get into like the crazy late game 1 ICD drill setups. But for those, it becomes a lot harder to get those going.
You leave it behind. Someone else.
With each new discovery, the formula of life is revealed.
Here gets a little silly when you throw an enchant on it. Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Unnecessary that ceiling is. Yeah, my impression is when Dooley wants to go late, that ceiling does matter a lot. It's not like Drill is that strong of a late game comp compared to what other characters are doing. And it is going to play out as you are going half as fast as you were before.
A waste of my time. But I do have plenty.
What?
Well, howdy, hero. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
You guess slows down the first activation. Yeah, that's a pretty big buff to Atomic Clock.
Closer and closer. I can hear my sister's laughter.
Yeah, well, we've got the library.
I will fight you, but only so that I can study you.
Hard for a board that is all Mac items to be much better than this. Okay, no fast start over there. We should be fine. say clock was unplayable before, but they did get a pretty big buff. Find the Calcinator upgrade.
I suppose you'll go buy a weapon instead.
Don't need anything at pole. Crit chance at gumballs. Hey. 30% crit for 10 gold. Not bad, not bad. Play a little more than me to do something other than charge your Mamasaur. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I played it on, like, Vanessa sometimes. It's a nice item for defensive comps. It just dually doesn't really want to be doing those things.
The Bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover them all.
Don't have any starting freeze.
I doubt a non-Sphinxian could learn that. Impressive.
Any changes after just one day? Yeah.
You've just taken the first step toward.
Not that
Whoever
unusual.
said money can't buy class had
Hotfixes
neither.
have been pretty large. That's why I was saying, like, all the people complaining really loudly yesterday were being kind of silly. This is not the first time they have done a big hotfix the day after the patch. It is not the end of the world. They're trying to move fast. Why catch things in testing when you can push them to live for a day? Maybe some of the stuff that you think is risky that you wouldn't want to push to live, you're able to push to live when you know you can undo it very quickly if it's a problem.
I seek the ultimate secret. Will you get me any closer?
Go ahead.
Nobody said anything they wouldn't
underestimate
hotfix.
me. It makes this more fun.
I don't know. It also depends. There's different types of messages, right? The ones that are just pointing out that some things are silly, sure. But
Bring her
the
about.
messages that are like,
Got another
man, how did the devs
salvo
keep
in.
doing this? I can't wait for the game to be unplayable for the next 2 weeks. Like, you see all sorts of shit like that while streaming. I can't believe they pushed this to live. Why would they do this? The game is dead. I figure your internal testing won't catch what thousands of players will. You just kind of YOLO numbers that make sense and realize they make no sense. Yeah, yeah. If we were playing a game that refused to do, like, quick hotfixes, then I'd be more on the team of, man, why are they pushing this stuff to live? This is ridiculous. But, like, if they're gonna undo the mistakes within 24 hours, I don't care. It's fine. It's almost charming in its own way. Bees stayed on there for pretty long. Yeah, the bees weren't, like, outright ruining the game. You ran into, like, 1 bee board per run, 1 bee board every other run. It's not like yesterday, where you could fight 4 hogwashes and lose your run that way. And it happened pretty commonly. It'd also take a while for people to catch on to how good bees were. Exhausting keeping up with the changes. I mean, for me, that's part of the appeal of the game, is just how fast the game moves. Your mileage may vary, but... the big changes from patch to patch is a big part of what keeps me around.
Yes, I will dance with you.
More than a day. It was around Christmas and New Year's because devs took vacation. Yeah, and even that, they did hotfix that patch. It could have been worse. What did Hogwash do? The enchants on it triggered when you healed or gained regen. So it was like multicast, burn 1000, 8x when you had a bird. It was... it was very silly. It was very... It also just like went infinite with Sauna. Everyone loved to point out that it went infinite with Sauna.
I see everything.
But like every damage enchant was busted on it. We had a run with shield where we gained 20k shield in 4 seconds.
I would tell you who sent me. But
Holiday break meta got more interesting after a while and people learned good counters. I don't know about that. I agree Monitor Lizard was not the best thing to be doing, but I don't think go to skill shops and buy freezes was the most interesting meta.
The desert wind is warm perfume.
And like, they go to skill shops and buy free stuff still didn't really beat the burn boards.
Return to the bazaar. Do not corrupt us.
Players were lucky they weren't around when Chrono Barrier was bugged to permanently bonk items. Yeah. I like how all of the content creators just gaslit everybody into thinking Chrono Barrier wasn't the playable item, so that they didn't get bug abused. That was great. That was great.
Hotter, melting away impurities.
One of my favorite possible conspiracies.
Don't tell me Ford is your Smith. That guy is temper, sharpened, reinforce.
Like, the meta's always changing, enough stuff in a game that feels broken is super fun, even if unbalanced. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What do you got, Vanessa?
You remind me of someone.
Well,
that
I think it
fought
was
last
both.
century.
I think some people
should
actually
know,
thought Chrono
I'm a
Barrier
bit
wasn't
of a
good.
legend on
In
Blood.
part because streamers were suggesting that Chrono Barrier wasn't good. Because if people played Chrono Barrier, the game was unplayable. Like, the game would have been so bad if people were
Next
playing
time,
Chrono Barrier.
boys, less blunder, more plunder.
It becomes too much like TFT, where you have to relearn your builds every 2 weeks. I disagree. I feel like, especially with how readable these games are, it's very different than TFT. Where I think a lot of these games that have a bunch of like units moving around and you have to worry about like turn speed and ranges and attack radiuses, I think it gets a lot harder to parse what items do than in a card game like this, where you just read the card and it explains the card. Like, I think the appeal of a game like this is because it is so much easier to parse what things do. You can make changes faster than it feeling like TFT. Hey, Nishiza. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the tier 1. Game's also single player. Yeah. Not under time pressure. And we had trackers, though. They said Chrono Bear is a top 1 win rate item. That was the patch after it was fixed, though, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was way after Chrono Barrier was fixed. There was a patch. There were like 3 patches, a full month, where Chrono Barrier was doing half as much bonking as it said on the card, but the bonking was permanent. And that was the patch where everyone was gaslit into Chrono Barrier not being good. Like, even half bonk Chrono Barrier was still a strong item. It's just, if people were playing Chrono Barrier, the game is ruined. Because the game just becomes about how many dualies do you run into. That's cool. I'll use that one. Oh, I had a chest in my chest. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. Be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, we will play some more. Streaming to YouTube as well. Yep.